So considering that I said, long-term goal, providing herbs to people in poverty and local garden for those in need, it's not me just choosing a little section of people. It's coming with experience of starving and being in poverty. That shit changes you. After, considering Michael Jackson's Earth Song, seeing those starving children who are hungry, there's no fucking need. And I'm not sure if it's the Aquarius Pisces vibes, we've been going through lately, but I've just been really feeling like there's no fucking reason people should be starving. And I understand that we all go through shit, but it's kind of like not thinking about your neighbor or not thinking about your community is one of the fucking reasons why we're in this shithole situation. Because people don't give a fuck about each other. Not because they're bad people, because they're in fear, programming, mind control. Also seeing people in your community, in your fucking family, your siblings, your fucking parents, after you see people stress about money, stress about food, yourself, when people like Michael Jackson put the reality out there, and if you absorb it and get your head out of your fucking ass and realize that could be you, and that you have power. You can give your power away all you want, but you do have power, you feel me? Like, the government or whoever, I don't know who the fuck it is, but somebody owns all the land or whatever, right? And they're looking at us and laughing at us by all of our empty yards. The people with money. What fucking sense does it make to have a big ass fucking yard and nobody's using it to grow shit? We're relying on grocery stores that's poisoning our fucking food and people are hungry. Why don't we all just have a garden and share? Oh, it's too hard? Why? Because it's not monetary gain? Because it doesn't have to do with politics? Because it doesn't have to do with violence? Why? 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 Because you're procrastinating? Because you don't want to go out there and do a garden? Because you don't want to talk to your community? You don't want to socialize? What? Because it doesn't have to do with sex? Because it doesn't have to do with drugs? Because it doesn't have to do with the Kardashians? Why? Somebody tell me why. This is a fucking great idea. Don't argue with me. Or you can. But I think it's a great idea. I just view everybody as people. I don't give a fuck what race you are, where you're from, like what galaxy you're from, what form you come in. Like, if you cool people, you cool people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with y'all. Let's all fuck with each other. Like, is that too much to ask? Like, and a lot of people would say, yes, that's a lot to ask because people put their hate, their traumas, their beliefs, and like how they were raised and stuff like their religion, they put that shit in there. The politics. Put that aside and who are you? Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? And you know what's fucked up? A lot of people would say that's dreamy and unrealistic, but damn, you don't realize that you have the power to be in the dimension or reality you choose to be in. Like, damn, I feel bad for you. You really live like that every day? So negative and just like, you call it reality, you call it being practical, but damn, like, that's crazy. And that right there alone, your limiting belief, just sets that to be your reality. Like, you can change. You gotta change you first before reality changes. You see what I'm saying? Like, we out here on the new earth, and you out there trying to hold on to, what is it called, old paradigms or whatever, like, old traumas. Like, you gotta let the shit go. Yeah, but then considering the mind control, it's kind of like, I see your point. I see where you're coming from. I see your reality. Trust me, I see it. Trust me, I see it. But the thing is, you gotta choose. Do you want to stay in that, or do you want to move to something new? Oh, that's just not possible. That's not okay. If you believe that, that's gonna be so. That's gonna be your reality. You have to remember, this message ain't for the weak. This message ain't for the, what would I say, like the sleep people. That sounds really fucked up, but this is for like the light workers, the world changers, the people who dare to challenge all the shit that's been said and done. Ego from it though, I would like to say that this is for people with children. This is for people who believe that there is a better way and that, natural law is relevant and that, like, there's a difference you can make with just yourself, and your kids matter. The earth matters. And as corny as my messages may sound take it for what you will, or whatever the fucking saying is. I always mess that up, but take it for what it is. Do with it what you want. If it doesn't resonate with your soul, move on. Say fuck corny, move on. And the power just went out. That's a sign. That's a sign. And in my opinion, spirituality is just like what they did with the other cultures, with the natives, with the African Americans, whatever, with their culture, right? They will give it to the white people and make it seem like, oh, this is white people shit, like eating healthy, doing yoga. Like, this is for all people shit. What you mean? Like, and make the other races hate it.
In no way am I trying to offend anybody that isn't black. I'm not trying to offend white people or speak down on y'all. These are just things that I wondered when I was a kid. So, yeah. Okay, so, y'all know how white people do things like they go hiking, they go in nature, they eat healthy. Like, I'm talking about what you see on TV and the stereotypes. So, generally speaking, I'm not going to say that all white people are a certain way or that all black people are a certain way, but I'm just going to go by what I've seen in my black experience growing up. And it always confused me why a lot of black people took the things that white people did and made it like that's corny and that's lame. You know what I mean? Like they would do things like do yoga and eat, fruits and vegetables. Like they got the stereotype of doing things that I realize now I should be doing. Like they go and they be in nature and you know what I mean? Like you know how we make fun of them and be like from the TV shows, you see them with like a little piece of meatloaf and then like a bunch of peas and carrots, and we'd be like, why the hell are they eating that? And like, where's the real food? You know what I mean? Like, good intentions, but obviously you don't have to just eat peas and carrots. But what I'm saying is, they get that stereotype, and it's become a thing for black people to be like, why the fuck, like, why am I finna go and sit in nature? Like, generally speaking, that's how black people feel. We eat fucking horrible pork and all this shit. Black people got so many fucking diseases that are food related because they can't clean up their diets. Like, it's a fucking mess, and it's weird because it's like, there's nothing wrong with doing yoga and being in nature and eating healthy. And I just kept asking myself growing up, why is it like this? Why do we shame these things and make it like they're corny? People say all the time, like I hear a lot of black people say, oh yeah, white people know how to have fun, they don't just stand around at parties, they dance. And I say all that to say this: if we're gonna go by the historical facts or whatever, I heard there was once upon a time where white people didn't know how to do nothing. Y'all couldn't even wipe y'all ass. And you can go in here and be like, well, haha, your ancestors were slaves, whatever. They're all facts. That's what I heard. I was taught that the Moors had to help y'all. So with that being said, where the fuck did y'all learn all that shit from? Because it sounds to me that that's stuff that we were already doing. We were doing yoga. We were out in nature, being spiritual, tapping in with ourselves. And now y'all doing it. And now our people see it as corny. Like, it's real fucked up. But that shit sounds real stolen to me. But those are just my opinions.
So when it comes to who stole what or who created or where it was originated or whatever, it's like I'm just here to say that that video was a really good point. I'm not sure. I don't want to say I'm not accusing anybody of anything, or you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying like that was like some really good points at the beginning of the video when she was talking about how practically like things can get mixed up, or like spirituality, and like what she was saying, kind of how I mean is it's kind of like I don't want everybody to hate each other's race. Like I just want people to be getting along, and like everybody meditate and everybody do yoga and everybody eat well. Like I'm not wanting white people to be looked at as this pure shit. They're not worthy. They don't matter. They should eat trash food and they shouldn't work out or do yoga because it belongs to another culture, or like they can't go on hikes or jogging because it belongs to another culture or anything like that. I'm trying to say like I just want everyone to be involved and everyone to get along and everyone to support each other, and like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh. Also, some of the things I'm saying could be controversial, but the videos are so short I can't explain to you in depth what I'm trying to say. But it's just like they will make seem like voodoo shit or like dreamy just because it seems to be the right way. Look into shit. Everything that seems like, what I'm trying to say is like everything that seems like dismissed or like hated or something, just like look into it first before you dismiss it. Just like spirituality, just like healthy living, just like minimalist, just like all of these things, look into the shit like before you just dismiss it. It's funny because while making these videos I hear Bob Marley's song like don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I hear that shit in the background. And it was on a commercial, like, thank you. Like, this shit seems crazy, but I be receiving signs constantly. And I guess the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I'm so grateful every day I get to wake up and I have herbs and I have things like that I can heal myself with, and I just have access to these things. Some people don't. Some people have their culture ripped away from them and they don't get to experience natural healing. They don't understand frequency, vibration, and energy. And I just think to myself and I almost cry because I'm like, gosh, what has happened? You guys, like, this is crazy. There's no reason for us to be living like this. Like, we are fucking cool as fuck. Like, if you think about it, we're so cool. We're out here. We're out here. We're so cool. Like, and this is for those who understand, will understand, and those who don't just won't. That's why they don't resonate with my videos, and that's okay. Because I still love you. Just because you don't have the same views or outlook as me or opinion, whatever, I still fuck with you. But I'm just saying, like, man, we're cool. We're out here. We're conscious. We have free will. Like, you guys, what the fuck? And we're just out here having a government and being controlled and mindlessly going about our day and thinking that going to work, sleeping, eating, work, sleep, repeat type cycle. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into detail about it because time is ticking, but we're creative beings and we're out here just doing crazy ass shit for no fucking reason. Violence, hate, murder, fucking all kinds of shit. Damn, I should have did a trigger warning for that. I'm probably going to throw that in there, but it's like, oh my gosh. Like, I sit back and I think of how cool and how lucky and how grateful we are. Like, bliss it up, right? Why? Because we're so cool. Like, we're out here divine. Like, it's just, I just wish you guys could see my view and I just wish you guys could understand what I'm trying to say. Like, there's no reason for it. There is room for change. Everything's okay. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but someone who needs to hear this, everything's okay. You are strong. You've been through so much and use that pain and trauma. Heal yourself, do it on your own time. I'm not asking you to rush or anything. I'm just saying, like, use that gift that you have. Like, some of you guys are so creative and unique. All of us are creative and unique, but and you just don't see it. You just don't see it, and it almost makes me cry. Excuse that, but like, I want you to know when I say I love you, I fucking mean it, and I hope you could feel that. Like, okay, so I just have a problem with people who don't have access to safe, healthy food. Like, there was some study done, I don't have the facts, take it for what it is, but where it was either animals or humans. I think it was animals. One animal was fed a healthy diet and the other one was fed like a Western culture diet, right? The one when exposed to the sun was the one with a healthy diet was healthy and safe and okay, right? The one that was exposed to the Western fucking diet got cancer. Okay? So, since I don't have facts to back this up, just think about it, okay? Just food for thought, right? And then it's like, whoever owns the land, nobody owns the land. I just want to set that straight. Nobody fucking owns the land. And however we got to this point, I want y'all to wake up and realize we got to do something about it. I'm not sure what. If you got fucking ideas, throw it down at the bottom. But nobody owns the land, you guys. We're borrowing it. We're living here. The earth is letting us fucking coexist. And we're like a bunch of bed bugs, roaches, and fucking fleas on this bitch. Lice bugs. Okay? So, with that being said, it's just like, they're laughing at us. Someone, I don't know who they are, but rich people, I'm not sure who it is. I don't hate rich people. I'm just saying somebody out there, secret intelligence, somebody, right? They're laughing at us. We're out here having big ass yards with no gardens. And it's like, do you not see what I'm talking about when I say that's just weird flex? Like, they're laughing at us because it's like, haha, look at all these dumbasses. We're controlling them. We have them hung from a fucking, they're dangling our stuff over our heads. Like, we look dumb. You guys, we're intelligent as fuck and we just look dumb. It's just from ignorance. It's not our fault. I mean, it's your fault once you're aware and then you don't continue to educate yourself. But I'm saying, like, it's really challenging to educate yourself on facts when we don't know because the fucking truth we've been fed is not real. Like, some is, some ain't, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, I just don't like to see people in poverty getting treated like fucking dog shit. And the other day I mentioned my dream to one of my family members and they're like, they can't afford herbs. Okay. I'm going to make it affordable. I'm going to grow my own herbs and make it affordable. Because I love these people. Because just because they're fucking on low income or Section 8 housing doesn't mean that they're pieces of fucking shit. They're humans and they deserve healthy, safe herb alternatives to fucking pills. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical fucking advice. I'm just saying what I do, what works for me. And it hurts me so bad because I love these people. Because I am these people at this point of my life. And it's just like, I hope you guys have a passion that you're so fucking passionate about. Like, these are tears of joy and tears of sadness as well, because, like, what the people are being treated like, but tears of joy to know that I have the power to change what I can change for myself and the people that I love. I don't give a fuck if I know these people. They have a soul. I have a soul. I fucking love them. They're conscious. I'm conscious. We're all connected in that way. And it's just like, I love you guys. Like, so I'm sick and tired of people who don't have a lot of fucking cash looked at as a piece of shit and getting practically not fair care. Maybe it's just here in the USA, but like if you don't got fucking medical, you're getting treated like shit. And if you do have medical, and if you're probably a race other than white, you're probably going to get treated unfairly. And that sounds crazy to say, but this is my opinion. I don't think I have facts to back it up, but I will say that if I'm not mistaken, a lot of African American children fucking die, or Black American children die, and the mothers die during birth, and the children die during birth. Why is that? Why is that? Does anybody else feel like races other than white are being targeted? Even white people are being targeted, period. But I'm just saying, it's kind of funny how they're doing food genetic or like DNA editing to where it's kind of like, it's like it can be targeted at any race at any time. It can kill off a race. And that's what I've been told. So I've heard. Does it make it true? No. So it could just be a conspiracy. But I just want you guys to think. I hope I'm not generating fear or hate here. These are my thoughts and I like to get them out. I'm probably taking this too far because this has nothing to do probably with, I mean, this is my thoughts, so of course it has something to do with it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to share this. I might cut this out, but it's like, these are my opinions and this is how I feel. So with that being said, it's just like, think, because that's what I'm doing. I'm just thinking. I'm just getting the shit out off my chest. And it's like, I don't know if I'm causing more diversity because it doesn't matter. Race doesn't matter. It doesn't really even exist. I mean, it does, but if you think about it in a bigger scale, like it don't really matter. Don't really matter because we all have bodies. We're all just human. Yes, genetics and DNA and race can apply sometimes, like for like medical reasons, but I'm just saying in a general way of a being, the way we should be treated, all of us should be treated with respect. I'm going too far now because this has to do with like objective morality and, morality and values and ethics. I'm going too deep into that, but let's not go there. But I believe we all deserve to be treated as we want to be treated. With all the traumas healed, obviously. Let's not say like we all deserve to be treated a certain way because that's how we were treated in our childhood. But I'm saying like in the most positive of ways, we all deserve to be treated in the most positive of ways, if that makes sense. It's really hard to explain what I'm trying to say so I don't offend anyone or say any terms or things wrong. Like, I'm just trying to let you guys see in the best way possible I know how that we all deserve to be treated like conscious beings, not like lab rats, not like pieces of shit just because we're young out here in the fucking cosmos don't mean we should be treated like fucking rats because even rats deserve love. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Does it make sense? Because now at this point, it's 10 minutes in and I'm still rambling, so I'm getting greasy. When I get stressed or pumped up, I'd like to eat a lot or I like to put oils all over my body and I'll just be like, yeah, I'm gonna give myself acne. Whoa! You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to share is like one universe or one love, like one people, like I'm just trying to say like I just want to love each other, like woohoo, like dreamy, like that's the vibe I'm in right now. Like I love you fuckers, like I love all of you guys. And we all have our demons, but at the same time it's kind of like with all of that aside, with all the human ego, with everything aside, like out of these bodies and the things that we've done here on Earth or in other planets that we don't like, we're not great, like we're not proud of. I mean, or that we kind of regret or something, besides all of those things, it's like, damn, we're cool people. Besides all of the mistakes we've made with the fucking veil or the blindfold on, you get what I'm trying to say? We're cool people. Like, we're all just making mistakes, having a little bit of failure in there, like fixing it, like trying to be the best we can be, or being the best we can be, should I say. Because trying ain't never did shit. Doing really did. You feel me? So it's kind of like, we're cool people. Like, live it the fuck up.